Barfy this morning?
A little bit on the barfy side, but I haven't barfed, so trying to hydrate a little bit.
All right, let's bring people up to date. It is Tuesday, July 16th, 2024, and this is the Jay and Gary Pancreatic Cancer Cast.
PCast.
The PCast. The Pan Can, as you have said, people call it.
Yes, that's what they call it.
Yeah. Let's get up to date. It's been a while. We missed a couple of opportunities for recording because you just weren't feeling up to it.
No, I'm trying to think of when we did something. Last Saturday was not a good day. I was sitting out on the deck and I got up and fell, soiled myself, and had to crawl back into the house, finish that off and get cleaned up. And that was not a good day.
Yeah, that's when we were planning on recording.
Yeah, Sunday.
So why did you fall?
You know what? I think, and the nurse didn't disagree yesterday, that it's real hot out here. And one of my chemo meds, I feel cold all the time. So I probably was sitting outside not hydrating for too long a period of time. So I stood up and was way out of balance and just kind of passed out. So I've been a lot more careful about not staying outside too long and hydrating as much as I can. Still not able to eat all the time. So I eat smaller meals more of the time, I hope. So I haven't eaten anything yet today. I've just been drinking some cranberry and water. Yesterday was a chemo day, so it's chemo week, which is awful.
Yeah, it was your third chemo infusion yesterday.
And I have one more infusion to go before they do another CAT scan. We see if anything's changed.
They haven't come to a decision on how many total chemo sessions you'll get.
No, but 4 will be the first session, and then they'll do a CAT scan and see if anything's changing. Determine the course of action from there.
Okay. So. Let's review the time between your last chemo session and our last broadcast and now. You've actually done quite a bit. You got on the road a little bit.
Yeah, I went down southern Illinois and stayed in a cabin for a couple of days. Rained a lot of the time, but it was nice to sit outside on the deck in the cabin in the woods and just enjoy the rain. I kind of got worn out doing that. We came back and rested.
So the effort of doing that, even though you weren't doing very much, I mean, you didn't go on 5-mile hikes or anything.
No. My son came over and unloaded us into the cabin and loaded us back up and got to see baby Charlotte. So parts of it were good, and that's kind of how the days go.
Yeah, and you got to visit some other friends down there. I saw on your Facebook feed.
Yes, I did. I visited a longtime friend, Jack, but I'm having to keep my visits with people day to day. I had some others who were going to come, several who were going to come, but I had to call it off because I just felt too weak. Weakness is a big problem, and steadiness is a big problem. I look like Joe Biden walking. I'm good taking the trash down the long and steep driveway and getting back. So I did that yesterday. It's just weakness, trying to keep up with the meds. Yesterday, my blood pressure was real low when I went to the chemo doc. Today, it seems normal. It's a day-to-day thing, trying to build up some strength and energy. But chemo week's not a good week to do it. It's more of a week to sit, watch old movies.
Yeah, I was actually a little surprised that you were able to come on and do a recording today. And this level of energy is still low, but probably won't last very long.
Yeah, it's pretty low, and I had to climb upstairs to get the computer. That took a lot out of me.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I kind of crawled upstairs.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing if we're making any progress tumor-wise in a couple of weeks, and then see what the thing is going to be from there. Somebody just sent me an article in The Guardian about some kind of DNA thing, and I'm going to read that after this. I'd probably fall asleep for a little while, watch a movie, trying to avoid too much news on TV. It kind of wears me out. Going back to the days when I had to be immersed in it all day and be up and working, and I can't believe I had the strength to do that. But so I am retired now officially. All done. Work's all done. Thankfully, the folks I was working for, my contract goes through October. So they said very graciously, we'll pay you through October.
Wow.
It was nice. Very nice.
That was the Illinois Radio Broadcasters?
Public Broadcasting Council.
Yeah.
And,
well, they have to realize what your situation is, and it's...
Yeah, they certainly do.
And being public broadcasters, they're kind of in the mindset that we take care of people like this.
And the outgoing president of the group has gone through this with a brain tumor, so they're very good, and I thank them very much. I am starting to lose hair today. Knew that was coming.
I remember reaching up and just being able to pull out anything I wanted to pull out.
So I'm debating whether I should just go get it shaved off ahead of time or lose clumps, and don't know yet.
Yeah, like we talked about in one of the Jay and Gary shows, that as you were just getting into this, I got a very short haircut, got it buzzed down so that at least I wouldn't be clogging up the drain too much.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, because I know it's going to go. And it goes all over your body. Everything goes.
Oh, my. I'm a pretty hairy guy. So.
Yeah. At least for me, it came back, and it came back curly.
That's all I need is more curl.
Yeah, it came back curly for about 2-3 inches, and then it went back straight again. And before I had it cut off, it was very weird because I'd have a half inch of straight hair and 2 inches of curly hair.
My daughter's got a hair shaver thing. I think she's coming down toward the end of this week or this weekend. Maybe I'll have her we'll go out on the deck. She cut it before, cut the ponytail off. Well, maybe she'll just do the rest. And I haven't shaved in a while either, so I got to take care of that. But standing up and steadying myself for that long is hard.
Some of the things that were bothering you when we last were doing a show where you were slowly getting over continuous pain. Wasn't gone.
I've not had continuous pain.
Okay.
As much as I've had nausea.
And the nausea they haven't been able to keep under control with the meds.
Well, we just changed up some. So I have to sit down today with Melissa and go over what I've got now and get on that regimen.
So they're going to try something different.
Yeah. And I had an infusion of anti-nausea yesterday.
Do they have an idea of why the pain level is dropping? Because you haven't changed meds on that, right?
I've been on a more consistent pain med. It's changed from the heartburny thing in the middle to a little more painful thing at times over on the pancreas side. So we'll see. 3 friends from WILL were going to stop by, and bring the pad thai, but I had to call it off. I wasn't feeling like eating or doing anything. Joe Crane was on his way over. He was visiting anyway from Springfield, and he was going to stop by, but I had to call that off. Rita Schulte did get to stop by. Worked with her both in Champaign and in the Quad Cities. Yeah, I got a few bruised knuckles from Saturday's fall. Had to crawl back in the house over the deck. That wasn't good. That took a while. Yeah, it's mostly the weakness and the disoriented feeling when I stand up. Got to stand for a little while and lean on something.
All right. So I think that brings us pretty much up to date. You're able to eat some. When you're not able to eat, is it that it just doesn't appeal to you, or you are just absolutely not hungry?
Something will appeal to me, and then I'll eat it and it won't taste right.
And for a while, nothing was tasting right.
Right. But yesterday I had some macaroni salad and potato salad, and I ate a few spoonfuls of each.
And they tasted okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to go have some yogurt now because I think it's going to taste okay. But I got to get up the energy to get up and go get it. Reading is hard. Comprehension is hard when I'm on the chemo.
You read a paragraph and realize you don't remember anything you just read.
Right, and trying to type out stuff is hard. Stuff gets transposed, and it's not easy.
when I was laid out from doing the chemo, if somebody had said, Gary, how about getting online and recording your podcast? I don't think I would have been up to doing that.
Yeah, I'm running out of steam right now.
Yeah, I had good days when I could and did, but many days when it was just lying on the couch and even watching TV was not appealing. I just wanted quiet and leave me alone.
I get some of those, but I don't take enough of them.
Yeah.
Because I want to do stuff. I need to really wind down now and just sleep.
Yep.
Get energy up.
So let me let you do that.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anything that you want to say to all of your Facebook friends and everybody else out there before we go?
Well, I know that some are watching, and I really appreciate that. This is a good way for you to stay caught up on what is going on day to day or week to week, as it is, because I do have trouble responding sometimes. So I try, but, I get a lot of communications, and it's not that I don't want to respond to you. It's just hard. It's hard to concentrate. I do read them all. It's hard to concentrate. So I'll just leave it at that, man. I love you, brother.
I love you too, Jay. I wish I was there, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, thank you. Be good to see you.
All right. For the Jay and Gary Pancreatic Cancer Cast, I'm Gary.
And I'm Jay.
Over.
And out.